Here comes the hot stuff. Maulid. You know Maulid? Maulid al-Nabawi. The birthday of the Prophet ﷺ. You know who were the losers? Who started this? The Shia. One of our worst enemies. Disguised in an Islamic dress code. Disguised in Islamic outfit. Some of them are Muslims, wicked, deviant, misguided, and have all the evil qualities, yes, but many of them are non-Muslims, speaking on our behalf. The Fatimites, Al-Fatimiyun, in particular, began this when, in the 4th century, means that As-Salaf As-Salih, the righteous predecessors, which the Prophet ﷺ spoke about, خَيْرُ النَّاسِ قَرْنِي ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ, have ended already. The best of people are my generation, and those who follow them, and those who follow them. They were already done. The Sahaba, the Tabi'een, Atba'u Tabi'een, the Ulama, never engaged in this. After that virtuous time, there came the Shia, the Fatimites, with the celebration of Maulid, and it wasn't very popular. It became popular in the 6th century by a king named Al-Muzaffar Kawkaburi. And at the end of the 6th century, beginning of the 7th century, that's 600-700 years after the Prophet ﷺ returned to Allah. And who entertained it? The ignorant. On the top of the list, the Sufis, who were already obsessed with the Christian way of life, with the Christian monasticism, the Christian asceticism, living on their own and living the life of seclusion and the life of carelessness and so on and so forth. Supposedly, they were fascinated with that. And then they reached a point where they loved it, entertained it, and then everything the Christians came up with, they were on their path. So then, the Maulid became popular. Now let us answer some of their misconceptions. They say, we are venerating him. We say venerating him is by obeying him and following his sunnah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you really love him, then you will do what he did. You will not do something which he didn't do, he never told you to do. They say, everyone does it. We say, if you follow the majority of people on earth, they will mislead you from the path of Allah that doesn't hold any water. They say, it's a good innovation. We say, this is amazing. This is amazing. Good, listen now, just think basic words, basic English terminology. Good innovation. Imagine if I gave you a lecture about good shirk. There's good shirk, brother. Good kufr and bad kufr and bad shirk. You leave alone the bad kufr, bad shirk, but ma fi mushkila. Good shirk is good. Brother, good shirk? Wallah, I'm not really, I can't swallow this one. I'm sorry. Good shirk, these two are antonyms. Good innovation? The Prophet ﷺ said, every newly introduced matter is an innovation. Every innovation will lead you astray, and that which is astray is going to the fire. Then the people come after. He said, they say, but there's good innovation. Ajib. Ajib. Amazing. I don't understand. I'm not a scholar, but there are some scholars who hold this position. Sometimes I wish I could go into their brain and see really what were they thinking. When they said there's good innovation, what was going on in their mind? Were they sincere? Were they something else? They say, we want to encourage the people to read his bio. His biography, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Only on that day? Now, on that day it clicked in your brain that you should read the biography, that you teach the people the seerah. On a day the only day which you're supposed to avoid it, in fact, is that day. We should read the seerah and be familiar with the Prophet ﷺ's life every day of our lives to the best of our ability with our shortcomings. Not on a particular day.
Alright, now this event, bringing the people together, the families, the community to celebrate the Prophet, peace be upon him, his birthday. Is this part of Islam?
This is another classic example of people wanting to do good. They want to, help or somehow raise the status of the Prophet ﷺ by doing something that they think is good. And it's become such a common practice that when you come and say, hold on a sec, something's fishy here, people look at you weird. When you come and say, and this is true, for 600 years in Islam, no Muslim scholar, no major Muslim Khalifa, no theologian, scholar of hadith fiqh ever spoke about the concept of celebrating the birthday, because they had no idea of something called a birthday. The concept of celebrating a birthday is not an Islamic concept. It didn't come to their minds. So for 600 years after the death of the Prophet ﷺ, nobody in the entire Muslim lands, Muslim, we're not talking about Christians with Christmas, Muslims are not celebrating the birthday of the Prophet. Why?
Abu Hanifa,
none of them.
Buhari, Muslim?
None of them. Because the concept was not even in their heads. They didn't warn against it either because nobody did it.
Yeah.
You understand? They did it. It's like the thing doesn't even arise in their heads that somebody would do that. It's non-existent. Then, in the year around 620 something or so, one of the mystical groups, the Sufi groups, one of them in the fringes of the Muslim Ummah, they decided to do this deed. And some scholars say that this act, the thought of it came from celebrating Christmas. That when the Christians show respect to Jesus Christ, then these guys thought that they could do better and show respect to the Prophet by celebrating his birthday. Okay? And so it was started at the fringe of the Ummah, in the areas of Khurasan, far, far away. And then it caught and spread like wildfire in the next 200 years. It took 2 centuries. I just have a simple question. Can you outdo the companions in your love for the Prophet ﷺ? Can you do better than Abu Bakr and Umar?
No way.
Well then, why don't you just stick with their way? I'm not even getting into, is it haram, bid'ah, shirk, kufr? I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking a simple question. Isn't it safer, that's all I'm asking, isn't it safer to stick with the earliest generations and how they loved the Prophet ﷺ? When something is so much controversy, you got so much heated debates, isn't it better to just stick with how Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman and Ali radiallahu anhum, how Imam Bukhari, Imam Muslim, how they did it? And you know how they did it? They followed the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. That's the way to show your love. You know why people love the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ? Because it gives them a false sense of, I love the Prophet ﷺ. I'm going to do on this day what I do on no other day of the year. But that's the whole point. You're supposed to love the Prophet ﷺ every day of the year. And you show that love by following his life and teachings. So every day should be celebrating the birth of the Prophet ﷺ. How? By doing what he told you to do. That's how you celebrate the mercy of the Prophet ﷺ. That's how you show your love. Not by and that's why people love it so much. And I'll be just honest, I don't want to offend anybody, but this is a psychological thing. That it's basically, it's like a placebo. It makes you feel good, right? Makes you feel good is that, oh, I'm showing my love by doing this on this day. I'm going to spend money on this day, I'm going to do that. But you know, for the rest of the year, you do nothing. Well then that's a problem, isn't it? That's a big problem. And you understand why people are so emotional about celebrating this one day, because they feel that if I defend this, I'm defending the love of the Prophet ﷺ. No, if you really loved the Prophet ﷺ, your lifestyle would be in accordance with his. That's how you would love the Prophet ﷺ.
Maulidun Nabi, the birthday of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. They try to say it's only sunnah, it's only mu'akkadah, but it's a pinnacle point of their aqa'id. If you don't believe in the birthday of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, you're anta kharij. You're away from Ahlul Sunnah. You are no longer part of Ahlul Sunnah. That has become the symbol of their belief. You believe in Maulidun Nabi, you are a true believer. And my simple words to these individuals, one simple word that I challenge these individuals, bring me one simple hadith. One single hadith. And I'll even open up the doors, bring a fabricated hadith, a weak hadith from the Sunnah, bring it to me. Whereby the Prophet Muhammad specifically said, don't forget to celebrate my birthday. Don't bring me, I was born on a Monday, I fast on a Monday, I fast on a Thursday, the gates of paradise are open on Monday or on a Thursday. Or bring the verse from the Quran, قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا هُوَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. Let us rejoice in his blessing. They say this blessing is referring to the blessing of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Ulama of Tafsir mentioned the siyaq of the ayat of rejoicing is the blessing of the Quran and the blessing of the Sunnah. There is no clear-cut hadith. There is no clear-cut hadith. There is no hadith that exists. But they want to play on the emotions of people to say that this is the real love, the real devotion. Remember, everything about his blessed life has been documented. The way he urinated, the way he laughed, the way he wept, the way he talked, the way he slept, the way he kissed his wife, the way he done everything inside his life. Billahi alaykum. If every single thing we document, every single book of hadith, why is there not one single hadith? If I'm Gustakhi Rasul, if I'm blaspheming against the messenger, we spend all our life reading through his sunan, all our life reading through his ahadith. Ulama of ahadith, ulama of ahadith spend all of their life searching to find the statements of the Prophet Muhammad. All of a sudden, you found it. All of a sudden, you found it. And even more than that, you found it before Abu Bakr. You found it before Umar. You found it before Uthman. You found it before Ali. Were they too busy? That you found his birthday and they never found his birthday. Does it make sense to you? You found it, they never found it. And likewise, the rest of the companions. Bilal, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, after the demise of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he stopped giving the adhan. You want to play on people's emotions? Bilal stopped giving the adhan. He said, كيف أؤذن? How can I carry on when I come to Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah wa Rasulullah is no longer in front of me? He's no longer in front of me. I can't say these words anymore. Stop giving the adhan. Only on 2 occasions in his life did he ever come back and give the adhan. And all of the companions, they wept when they heard the adhan. وَأَنْتُمْ جُحَالٌ. Before the adhan, you begin to give the rood. Did Bilal ever give the rood before the adhan? Did he ever give them the rood before the adhan? Ever in his life? Do you love the messenger more than Bilal? Do you love him more than the messenger? Do you? You don't. It's a false practice. Before the adhan, read the darood. Which hadith is it? Which hadith does it existed? You admit it's a false hadith. And you want to show that you love the messenger more than Bilal. You love the messenger more than the companions. You're liars. You're liars. That's what you are. In your face, you're liars. There's no doubt about that in my life. The biggest liars you are. On the day of judgment, the messenger will say to you, Suhtan, suhtan. Be off, be off. You are liars. You are people who attributed to me words that never existed. You attributed practices to me that never existed. You are people who attributed these false liars. That's what will be said to these individuals. There's no doubt about that. There's no time to chew our words anymore. People want to say that we chew our words about these individuals. They want to say that we are the individuals who blaspheme against him. We're the ones that defamed him. We're the ones that dishonor him. We're the ones that degrade him. When in our lives have we ever degraded him? In our lives. Never in our lives. Searching throughout our lives. النبي أولى بالمؤمنين من أنفسهم. The messenger, the prophet is closer to us than even our own souls. Our own souls. For you, who's closer to you? Who are the people close to you? The mafia industry around you. These people will kill to defend their awliya, their peers. They will kill you to defense of their people. Not defense of the haqq, not the defense of the truth, not the defense of Islam. It's because you outspoke against these individuals. That's what their belief is. That's what their creed is.